So good morning. So let's start with the next topic, that is types of utility. So in the previous video, we saw about the features of utility. In this, we are going to see how many types of utility is there. So the first one is form utility. When utility is created due to change in the shape or structure of an existing material, it is called form utility. For example, toys made of clay. So it's basically what is, if there is any change in the shape or structure of an existing material. In short, if there is any change of the material in that shape, using that material we change that shape. If I have an wooden log, wood, and I call the carpenter, and from that wood I made one chair or one table, so the shape has been changed. It was in big stick form, it was in the log form. The wood has been now changed into the chair structure. Its shape has been changed. That is the change. It is called form utility. If you're changing some material into other form, that is called form utility. Place utility. When utility of commodity increases due to change in its place. So here the example was given, utility at cold place than at warm place. So woolen clothes have more utility at which place? At the cold place than at warm place. Transport creates place utility. So people in Jammu and Kashmir need woolen clothes more than people in the Rajasthan. Yes, so it is where it has more useful, where it has the more benefit. It depends on the places. So service utility arises when personal service are rendered by various professionals. For example, service of doctors, teachers, lawyers, etc. So doctor gives service to patient and teacher gives service to students. Lawyer get service from get have to give service to clients. Knowledge utility, when consumer acquires knowledge about particular product, it is called knowledge utility. For example, utility of mobile phone or computer increase when person know about its various function. So when I say knowledge utility, you should know the information about particular product or goods or places, so that you can get the benefit from it after consuming it. So if I bought the computer and I don't know how to use it, so it is of no use. So before I am going to buy the computer, I should know how to open it, how to on it, what are the function in that, then only I can use it properly. So I should have the knowledge of certain thing. If I am going to visit some place, I should know what is famous in that places, how to go, how much time it will take, what kind of places are there to visit, what are the famous places are there. I should gain the information. After that only I should go to that places. If I am going to write some answer to some question, I should have the knowledge of that question, then only I can write it. That is knowledge utility. You should have the knowledge, then only you can get the benefit of that thing. Position utility arises when the ownership of good is transferred from one person to another. For example, transfer of good from the seller to buyer. So position is that basically transfer of ownership from one person to another person. So if the vegetable was first brought by whom? By the seller. After that, who bought this? Buyer. So now the ownership is with the buyer, and the buyer gets the benefit after consuming the vegetables. But seller has the utility when he sells the goods to the buyer, he gets the money in return. That is his utility, that is the benefit he is getting. Okay, so basically position utility is the transfer of ownership. Time utility, when the utility of commodity increase with change in time of utilization. So it is the change in time when we are going to use. It is called time utility. A student has more utility for textbook during examination than in the vacation. So we don't read don't look at the books during vacation because we are more interested in doing other activities. So during examination, our textbook are more useful. Time utility is also observed when goods are stored and used at the time of scarcity. For example, blood bank. So blood has been collected in advance. So when any accident or war-like situation arise, that time blood is used. We collect blood from blood bank. And when there is scarcity of certain goods, scarcity means there is need of that goods because there is limited goods available or there is no good available, at that time we will be using that. So if I want to cook something, I will not go now and purchase the vegetable. I will purchase in advance and keep the vegetable, because vegetables are purchased sometimes, some purchases for a week, some purchases for buy it for 2 days in advance. So when we need, at that time we will take it from our fridge and we can cook. So it is stored in our fridge, but when we need it, that time we buy all the vegetables, but we use certain vegetables only, because now it is not useful. When some guest comes, that time only I may be giving them the sweets which I made before a week. So it depends upon when there is need. So it depends upon the time utility. Possession utility is when ownership is transferred. Time utility is when it is needed. That time only we will use it. Till then, it is stored or kept in a place safely so that we can use it when the time when it is needed the most.